been keeping up with all this wild ass political shit's been going on. Even when we get in our political bag, I do want to say, y'all niggas was right, bro. So I think 3 podcasts ago we was having this long ass political discussion about should Joe Biden speak or should this nigga Joe Biden stay silent. And I was saying like, yo, he need to speak because he need to make he need to illustrate what his agenda is.
Oh yeah, that was me. You arguing this shit.
No, Najee was arguing with me too.
No, but it was mainly me. Najee was arguing, but I was arguing with. I was combating everything that you were saying because I'm like.
No, remember I was saying like we had this argument. I was saying like Joe Biden needs to speak and let because he wasn't saying it. And I was like, yo, why is he silent? He need to let Black America know what his black agenda.
Oh yeah, okay.
And I was the one saying like, yo,
damn right, bro.
Yeah, like
it was too fucking right. It was the rightest he's ever been. I was like, yo, this nigga saying you ain't black. I was like, oh shit, Rico, right? What the fuck? Because like
this nigga is wild.
Yeah, so my point was like because the wild shit about it. He did everything I said he needed to do and fucked himself 1,000% and shit. Not only did he create he created a 40-page black. He got 2 different black plans out there, and he outlining what the fuck he want to do for Black America, which is, in my opinion, might be all fucking lies and shit. And then he started a campaign now. This nigga been on a campaign trail just shooting himself in the foot like a motherfucker and shit. Nigga was shucking and jiving like shit on that Charlemagne shit. So, I guess I want to say, y'all niggas was right, but he should have stayed silent and shit.
Appreciate it, my man.
He should have stayed fucking, cause like, now, him speaking, damn it converted me to a Trump supporter and shit. I was like, oh no, my nigga Trump is hilarious and shit. And he just said some funny ass shit about you, like
ask China.
I said, damn, this nigga real, bro. That's the shit I
Hey yo, y'all see that meme like when he in a car with 2 niggas smoking weed?
Oh yeah, I
seen
seen that
meme?
shit.
Yo, that shit be having me dying, yo. He said, and I said to the bitch, ask China. Yo, while the dude about to passing the blunt. Yo, I was crying off that shit, yo.
That's one thing. And the more I was watching that interview with Joe Biden, the more I was just like, I actually feel like as a real nigga, I can relate more to Trump like a motherfucker. Cause like, yo, the shit this nigga was selling me. Cause like every time Charlemagne was like, yo, so he asked him about his like shit he put into action and shit. Like, yo, what about the 92 crime bill? What about blah blah blah? And he's like, yo, fuck all that, nigga. I won South Carolina. I won a black. I was like, bro, I don't care if you won this shit.
Nah, bro. He explained what happened, yo.
No. He said he was on the bill, but he said the part that got fucked up was the guns or the.
And also, it's so much to it because like when I think, if I remember correctly, Bill Clinton was running for a second term, and then that time, I mean, around that time was at 90. I forgot what time, whatever. But around that time, the big thing was crime and shit.
Right.
Being strict on crime. So, Bill, Democrats don't even run on being strict on crime.
Right.
No, they do. Yeah, they do run on being.
Well, I mean, that's the issue for both sides. Both sides.
Nah, but Republicans want to let more people out. Democrats want to create more facilities to lock people up and shit. Or it might be vice versa.
I don't know, but
I don't know, whatever.
Yeah, continue.
So at that time, it wasn't just like Bill Clinton. He blaming on the Black Caucus. Like pretty much everybody agreed to this crime bill. Like they was like, yo, we gotta get Bill Clinton. We gotta get this nigga to win the second term.
Right.
So they was like,
not
yo,
everyone
let's push
agreed
crime.
to it though.
But a majority of the people agreed.
No, what's name didn't agree to that shit. Sanders. He fucking voted against the crime bill and shit.
Yeah, but a lot more people. I'm saying like I'm not talking.
Yeah,
about
the bill.
I'm talking about the black. I'm just saying like they depend on the Black.
No,
Caucus
I know. Yeah.
So
You're right. That's how the bill got passed.
Yeah, that was like, man, hell, you do that shit. Block all them niggas up. Give them 3 strikes and they out.
Hell yeah. But no, I'm not saying that was right or wrong.
No, I'm saying, but he kind of he could have explained better.
All I'm saying is like based on I'm starting to think like who's like far as the agenda, like all right, which one of these out of these candidates? Because I think right now both don't really fuck with black people. Both.
Yeah, but
I don't think Joe Biden is like, yo, I fuck with black. And I don't think Trump like that either. I think if we're saying, yo,
I think Biden probably fuck with him more than Trump.
I don't know, bro, but. Because, yo, I'm thinking if we're basing it on, like, who fucks with blacks more, it's a toss-up on that shit. So now I'm like, all right, if I'm going to look at somebody and I want to see, like, yo, what are your agendas to helping us out? Because I don't give no fuck about what the perception of who you are or what the perception of what you may do for whatever. What are you running on? So for Trump, I'm like, all right, are we is there an increase in blacks employed and all that shit? Because like prior to Corona outbreak, niggas was all had a job. Remember we had that one episode? He was like, yo, I got a job. You got a job, bro? He was like, hell yeah. I was like, yo, you got... The economy was doing good and shit. You know what I mean? So if we look at it from a perspective of like... Because the whole shit about Democrats, they gonna sell us is like, yo, Trump don't fuck with minorities at all and shit. Which, I mean, it could be the case, but we don't know if fucking Democrats fuck with minorities either and shit. They say they do, but they'll push it into...
I mean, they way more progressive than Republicans are. Like Republicans...
No, I'm talking about they more progressive on paper. They still do a lot of legislation that still fucks over a lot of minorities and shit. Only thing the thing about Democrats that they are for that Republicans aren't, they're for more government and more government funding and shit. For other shit that's not...
It's pretty much like more government control.
Yeah.
And I don't fuck with that shit. That socialist shit is annoying.
Yeah, like they for like food stamps and food share and all. Like they more so like, yo, y'all niggas struggling, let's help y'all out and shit. And that's why when people talk about like, yo, why the black people have been so, loyal to the Democrats. It's like, I know why. We all know why, yo. All of us had parents that was on fucking food stamps at one point in our lives.
All of us had parents that also told us vote Democrat.
No, but what I'm saying is like a court like that mentality came from, bruh. Democrats was the one giving them niggas the fucking most food. Republicans hate that shit. Like they don't fuck with that shit. So
that came from Theodore Roosevelt.
Hell yeah! And then under Bill Clinton, that shit was like flourishing. Niggas was stacking the fuck up on them. Damn, I remember having paper food stamps. I would go.
No, that's a fact. The big ass book and shit.
But that's what I'm saying, because people always say like, "Yo, why?"
The colorful ass book, hell yeah.
Hell yeah. I remember like going to get go and get like some annihilators. Y'all can get some quarters and shit. But I really got the quarters to go buy me a hat and shit.
I remember I stole $100 whatchamacallit from somebody. Remember the $100 one was green?
Yeah.
I remember I stole that from some lady house.
Yeah, because I think the $50 one was orange or some shit like that.
But we all was on that shit. But that's what I'm saying. You know how people be trying, like, yo, why black? I'm like, yo, black people fuck with them because in that time they was the one doing more programs that was helping us because we were so fucking poor and shit.
True.
But now that like a lot of black, I mean, we still have poor blacks, but it's like all of us you don't need food stamps and shit. Not Rico don't need food stamps and shit. Like if you think about what plans right now do you need as a father and a homeowner and all that shit? Because like that's how the decision should be made on who's better off for you. Like what do you need to happen?
Middle class.
Huh?
Middle class.
That's what I'm saying. So what do you need to happen? I'm gonna ask this to Najee and you and shit. As far as like a policy and shit, because like y'all niggas don't give a fuck about food stamp. What do y'all niggas need from a candidate? As far as like from government for them to put into place to help your actual life out and shit. Like as far as like, do you need more? Do you need like
I already know off the top of my head what I need. I need student loan forgiveness and shit.
Facts.
Okay.
I need the same thing. Student loan forgiveness.
Like that's just out the gate and shit.
That's probably the only thing that's pissing me off is the student loan.
Yeah, that's
the only thing that bothers me. Everything else is good money.
All right, so student loan forgiveness. What about for the homes and shit? Y'all need like lower interest rates and shit like that.
Nah, because me and my wife got pretty decent credit and shit.
Yeah, we both I'm pretty sure we both got the lowest interest rate.
And that's what I'm saying. As far as like
motherfuckers that got. It's hard for you to ask people like us questions like that, like just us in general, like all three of us and shit, because all three of us got our shit together and shit.
But
you know what I'm saying?
Is like, yeah, we got our shit together, but there's still, because it ain't just about. There's still other things that you want that
I can't say that because for the person that don't have their shit together, certain things mean more to them. Like, would I like food stamps? Yeah. Absolutely. I hate being behind a cart full of. I hate being behind a person with a cart full of shit. And then they just swipe a green card, and then I got a card full of shit, and then I got to swipe my educator's card and shit. You know what I'm saying?
What I'm saying is like, just because like there's like a lot of people that make millions and millions of dollars, they banking, but they have hella shit they need to happen for them to vote for you. They don't get no fucking Democratic Republic. It's like, all right, bro, you gonna give us cheaper oil prices? all right, I'm finna fuck with you. All right, but you gonna give us, less sales
but
taxes.
The problem with
shit.
that is if when you ask a question, what it can do for us, it's not for us as individuals. It's us as a whole. And when you say stuff like that for as a whole bunch of people ain't saying they want student loan forgiveness.
But no,
a whole bunch of people ain't saying that they want lower interest rates.
No,
a whole bunch of people ain't saying a whole bunch of shit that we need and shit.
Listen, what I'm saying that's why you should vote. Because, they say vote your interest and shit. Y'all interest is student loan. Whoever say, yo, I got the best student loan plan and shit of like getting these hoes removed. I don't give a fuck if it's Trump or fucking Biden. If Trump say, yo, hey, listen here, Niger Rico, student loan forgiveness soon as I come through and shit. Cause
but that's not a Republican.
I'm just saying hypothetically. Shit, like hypothetically, whatever you really care about. Cause that's how I'm gonna start looking at this overall shit. Like,
well, you got to now. Like, and I mean, truthfully speaking, motherfuckers should have been thinking that way. But like I said,
but you really can't even think like that though.
No, you have to. Think
only why you can't because like Trump putting all these fucking judges in office they shouldn't be in office at all.
But that's what I'm saying.
Not even qualified. So they like these judges gonna be able to like rule against us in every term.
Yeah, but they're not gonna rule against the person that put them in place though.
And listen,
Republicans, but we're like, man, like he's pretty much just trying to establish to keep the system racist.
Right, but like, listen what I'm saying though. Listen what I'm saying.
Ain't that called a? He trying to establish like a democracy, right? Where like he controls everything, right? Ain't that what
most
they
of all the old people like the baby boomers, they're all dying like fuck.
Yeah.
So like he's putting younger people in place with that same mind state. He putting them in place, and then these judges gonna have a tenure for years, for decades. That's gonna affect my fucking grandkids.
But you can vote those judges. We can vote those judges too.
No, but
before they even make it there, like you can vote.
But a lot of them judges are appointed by the president.
No, I'm talking about they appointed, but before they get appointed, like there's like when we do our primary and shit, you vote judges in, and then they'll be in a certain position. Then like he can appoint certain ones.
But the
he ain't gonna pick you off.
I'm saying, but the RNC and the DNC, them niggas they run shit. They want somebody in office, they get in office.
Yeah, but here's what I'm saying. So one of your points was like he's putting certain dudes in place. So one of your interests is I want better judges in certain positions. So that's another interest that you care about and shit.
Yeah, all the interests I have, the Democrats, they pretty much.
That's what I'm saying. So then you vote. That's all I'm saying. It's like it ain't just about student loans. Not just is the right judges for the right fucking jobs and fucking student loans. So whoever can say they're gonna put both of those, that's who you are concerned with. At least, but you're not going on and like,
ultimately,
no, this nigga care about black folk because what
it boils down to is motherfuckers need to start worrying about themselves and stop worrying.
Yeah, because I'm not really ever putting my.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you want to be, like if you want to be a black Trump supporter, then by all means you do whatever the fuck you want to do and shit. Like my vote counts towards the shit that I believe in.
And that's the whole point of the discussion is we are voting our interest because now.
I can't say that we voting for our interests though, because like I said before, black people grow up in homes where they say voting for Democrats is the right way and shit.
Yeah, but I'm saying a lot of Democrats, they do play in our favor and shit, unless we was probably born rich.
No, that's a blanket statement though. You gotta literally look at their plans because a lot of you gotta see what these Democrats are trying to do and shit, based on their actual plan.
I feel like now since we're old, we're at the stage now where shit like this really matters and affects us and shit. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like we at that tenure in our life where we got to start thinking past the shit that we used to think about and shit. Like shit like this has to matter to us now. Like we got to know who's in certain branches or aldermans and shit like that. We got to know shit like that.
Homeowners.
You know what I'm saying? Because shit like that can change how much we pay for certain shit.
And that's what,
you know what I'm saying?
And like, even as far as interest, you still got to understand what their like both parties' physical plan, what's they call physical plan is for like the coming years and shit. Because y'all niggas have assets, y'all have property and shit. So like looking at how a government is using their physical responsibility and what their plans are for the housing market or the stock market and all that shit, like that shit affects y'all like a motherfucker.
Yo, Rico, did your insurance go up?
As far as what?
Your house insurance.
Not that I know.
House warranty or whatever.
No.
Mine went up.
Did it?
Yeah, it only went up like $100. It went up $100.
So that's why I ask everybody who's out there, shit, that's trying to think about this thing about shit that you actually need for your life. Like ours was student loans, not just a judge. Judges.
No, that's not my my reason to vote for somebody. My shit is pretty much the student loans, really.
Right.
But I'm not even thinking about myself when I'm thinking about voting for the president. I'm just thinking about the future and shit.
Yeah, like.
But I'm saying the future is based on what criteria though and shit.
Yeah, I'm saying personally for me to vote, if it was my decision, yeah, if somebody's running off the fact of like, yo, getting rid of student loans, yeah, that person got my vote.
Yeah, that's
my problem.
That's how most people are.
My problem with this whole thing is it's not more or less what people are voting for is who, because the whole presidency now is a big ass reality show and shit. If we keeping it a bean.
Oh,
no, I'm saying that it ain't about the who though. I'm saying
that's exactly it's the who and shit.
I'm saying, bro, the who is whatever, but legislation is actually shit you feel like. Who is whatever? If the niggas say, yo, all right, all interest rate is 40% higher based on whatever policy I'm finna put in place, then now y'all gotta pay 40% more on your mortgage and shit. Like, you will feel that more so that you will feel a nigga fake. Like,
nah, that wouldn't affect us because of the law that got put in place.
No, I'm not giving you a real bill. I'm saying in general, like laws, y'all feel legislation from federal government, like whatever they put in place, like the crime bill. We felt that fucking bill, and shit. Our community felt that shit. It was a legislation that the government put in place, and we felt and shit. You know what I mean? Even if it's good or bad, you feel it. That's all I'm saying. Is like they can make you feel certain shit. Even fucking right now in Wisconsin and shit. The whoever if what's the nigga, the Supreme Court here and shit, like the niggas just say, yo, outside is open, fuck that shit. You know what I mean? Like outside is open, I don't give a fuck what the governor or
yeah, because I think everybody realizing like, yo, if motherfuckers are going to Walmart and Target and they seeing like what 10, 11 or 11% in sales increase, and millions of people are out and a lot, it is not increasing in the coronavirus testing or positive tests or whatever. Yo, motherfuckers can be able
but that's not my point. Is like we feel their decisions and shit. Like we couldn't say fuck out of here. Like these niggas, they made that into a law. Whoever voted them in, they had the power to say, I don't give a fuck if y'all niggas catch that shit or not. It's a legislation. Like that's what I'm saying. Is like if you vote your interest, like whoever would have known like they were more conservative or whatever that whoever voted those niggas in.
That's what I'm saying, yo. To get a Democrat in place, the DNC can back whoever trying to run for that Supreme Court seat.
Wait, so are you more conservative or liberal? Shit?
I'm pretty much in the middle because I have a lot of
neutral party
views.
Cause I see shit from both sides and shit. Both sides make valid points.
I mean, I'm more like, you know how like
I'm not hardcore.
People be like, yo, I'm spiritual, but I'm not religious. Like I have a Christian background, but I'm not religion at all. I'm just more spiritual. Right. That's pretty much how I deal with being like associated with Democrats and shit.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I'm more of a I'm more in the I don't know. Because I do get pissed off when I see all those taxes coming out of my damn.
No, I see both sides of it. You know both sides have a beneficial.
No, Democrats take a lot out of your.
That's what I just said. Democrat. Yeah, like I don't like I don't like these new like Democrats like the AOCs of the world. I don't like them. Them niggas are far left. Like when Bernie Sanders was saying, get rid of. Get rid of student debt. All right, that's cool for people that been in school that haven't been in school for mad long. But he was talking about making college free, and I was like, I don't know how that's gonna work, fam.
Yeah, unless you increase taxes on us and shit.
Yeah,
you know
facts.
what I mean? Like, and that's what I'm saying. So these are all issues that nigga will have to care about. Because it's like, yo, do you want to make how much of your check do you want to keep?
I guess
Ask
my
yourself that shit.
No. Y'all both making some valid ass points. I guess my whole thing would be like if I'm thinking for the future, like the future would be like my kid and your kid, Naj, like. How would that free college look for them in the long run? You know what I'm saying?
But when you make some shit free, that's how stuff come in invaluable though. You make a lot of shit free. Like I don't even think if they make college free, how important is college now if they make it free?
Well, I mean, how important is college now? To a degree. No, I'm saying to a degree. Yeah. Now, it's important. I'm saying to a degree now. You know what I'm saying? To a degree, the millennials has stepped over that notion that you need an actual degree to be successful
for certain jobs.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Like, for certain jobs, they don't even like. It's more so like what they call it, like red tape. Like some people, you don't get the clearance. You don't even get the look without it. You know what I mean? Like, they don't give you the look without. But then some jobs don't give a fuck and shit. So it just depends on whatever field you're trying to go into and shit.
Like we live in a millennium world now where people can self-teach themselves to pretty much lie and cheat their way into a job. And
you
shit,
pretty much can
like
how Kim Kardashian, she's pretty much about to become a lawyer and shit. Yo.
Right.
Because a lot of, it's not in too many states. But it's like a few states you don't even have to take the. Well, you can just take the bar and just become some type of not like a regular lawyer, like they gotta go to law school, but you can become some type of lawyer. You just take the bar and
I mean,
all
all she did was just bypass certain shit that needs to get done.
Got that in Cali.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and then she rich. We've all grown up to know that the world works for the rich and shit.
And also, it's been niggas in jails that have represent themselves and got off of shit. Without even going to school to be a lawyer. People
that's poor.
I mean, as long as you get the information, you get the information. People, Malcolm X was smart as fuck. He ain't go to school at all.
People so you fuck around and gotta go to school to become a fucking lawyer.
People that's poor work off luck. People that's rich work off their wealth and shit. That's pretty much that's the world. No,
you still gotta pass the bar. You gotta pass.
You gotta study for that shit. Yeah. But I'm saying it doesn't seem like
I hate to say it like that too, but.
Wait, what the fuck you say, nigga?
I said people that's poor work on luck, but people that's rich work on their wealth and shit.
I don't know if I agree with that shit.
Why?
Nah,
think about it.
I probably not.
When you rich, your chances of you doing whatever you want to do.
I'm saying I agree with the rich part. I don't agree with the luck part for poor. I don't agree with that part.
I mean, it seems like it's kind of lucky to get rich in the first place, though.
Not necessarily.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems like
it could. I mean, I get what you said. A person hitting the lottery, that's lucky. Yeah, like, shit, you know what I'm saying?
Like Mark Zuckerberg,
but a person that's
millionaire. But if I'm trying to get popping in real estate, it's gonna take mad long for me to become a real.
Yeah, but what if you already have a father that's in real estate? You pretty much inherit,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I wouldn't think it's luck. I mean, it's just more based on how you acquire that information, because it's like.
It's pretty much his will.
Yeah, it's the will. It's the 10,000 hour rule and shit. It's the if you actually want to figure out how to do some shit, because like if you want to learn how to make money in like owning a home or a stock market or whatever, there's free information online on how to do that shit. You can literally master that shit and be making hella bread ASAP. Even if you start working at like fucking a retail job, if you decide to learn that shit. And start like putting small ass amounts, you can still become rich, but just based on your work ethic and shit, or work habits and shit. So I don't think it's luck. I just think it's your will to not be poor and shit.
Yeah, that's what it said in Miseducated Negro. It said a lot like it has the educated Negro than the uneducated Negro, and most of the time the uneducated Negro is bad for the community.
Hell yeah.
Well, that's because it's just. It's some of the shit I agree with in the book, and of course, I got a whole bunch of shit I don't agree with. But he pretty much saying like the educated Negroes, they learning wrong because they learn from the white man, and they're learning from the white man on how to work like a white man instead of working like a black man for his community.
Yeah,
it's a dope book.
No, that shit sound fire as fuck. That should make a whole.
I mean, I be having a lot of opposing views about it. I'm like, yo, this nigga.
But that's good when you read some shit and you have your own thoughts and shit.
Yeah, but some of that.
No, that's how you know the book is working for you and shit. When you can form your own opinion about something that you don't necessarily agree on.
All right, so wrapping up that damn political topic and shit. Just figure out what you want. You know what I mean?
And black people, y'all gotta stop overreacting, yo.
No, figure out what you want. Far as like, don't judge a candidate based on how they're appeasing to what is happening in your life and shit. You know what I mean? So if you got
in the future, but hell no, we gotta get this nigga Trump out of office, yo. Fuck out of here.
I don't know, bro. What the fuck is he doing that's so fucking bad and shit?
Hey man, he's not the leader of the country, yo. He's not a leader.
I'm saying, but what is he doing that's affecting blacks right now?
As he's affecting blacks, what is he
doing? Negatively?
No. It's a lot of it's a lot of people that's been put in place that's creating a lot of that's changing the laws. And
Only thing I can say about Trump is he ain't creating the jobs for minority people and shit.
Shit, bro.
I'm saying in the Senate. Oh yeah. In the Senate, he's not creating those jobs for the minority people. And shit.
But I wasn't talking about this. I'm just talking about in the economy. If you just look at how it was prior to the coronavirus.
Yeah, but that's all due to what Obama put in place.
I'm just telling you. We was working at an all-time rate and shit.
I'm
not. I'm just saying, the notion of like.
I mean, we gonna see in the next few years. Well, what Trump?
Oh yeah,
we finna see in November because if he get back elected, if he gets back elected, and you know what I'm saying, like that's when the ball start rolling.
Oh no, we gonna see. If he get reelected and shit, yo, we gonna see his what he put in place and the
exactly.
outcome.
We get to see we
right.
get to
See the
see
results.
everything
Right. Oh, for sure.
come to
It's gonna be all
fruition.
But no,
fucked
we
up.
I mean, because technically we already in a bad place because of this. Because like right now, unemployment's at a record fucking high and shit. So
Yeah, is that like 30, 40, almost close to 40 million?
shit, I thought we was at 50 and shit.
Probably.
But-
I ain't watching news a couple days.
But all I'm saying is like, either I mean we will be in a bad place. I'm just saying like just figure out what you want. Figure out who has the policies that best suits you and shit. You know what I mean? And
Nah, I vote for Biden, yo. Fuck what you're talking about.
nah, I'm saying I mean if Biden has
Vote
some
for Biden, yo. 2020 or 2022.
I don't
2021,
know,
whatever.
or have an open mind is what I say. Don't just go in just because we don't, especially like how we was saying like sometimes you don't even know what the fuck these dudes had. Like at least go read up and see what policies he thinking about doing and shit. If he say some shit,
All right, I'm gonna keep it a bean with you,
just
Trey.
do it and shit.
You everything you saying is right, but a lot of people don't go and read up on policies at all. and
That's what I'm
shit.
saying. But if you don't, then that's your fault. You know what I
Exactly.
mean?
That's what I'm.
That's why I'm not saying that if it's a right or wrong. I'm just saying if you just tired of some certain shit, just go. I mean, if you don't, fuck it. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. And shit.
90% of people say they tired of shit and they never put the actions behind the words and shit.
Shit, it might be 95. I don't know about 90.
Shit.
Yeah, but whatever you feel like. If you saying fuck, you gonna vote for Biden. Shit, just hopefully he don't do no shit.
If you don't do nothing else, just make sure your pussy ass get up and go vote.
For Biden.
No, how y'all feel about his comments though? We kind of never really addressed that. How y'all feel about if you don't vote for him, you ain't black? Do you agree and shit?
Oh, facts. I 100% agree with that nigga. I gonna vote for somebody that I know there's been some things in the past saying that he aligned himself with a lot of racism. At least Trump, he'll let you know the racism that he put in, the racist people that he's putting in fucking office in place.
I don't know, bro. I don't agree with that shit one bit and shit.
That Trump don't fuck with a lot of racist people.
I don't agree that if you don't vote for Biden, you're not black. I don't. Agree.
I mean, like you don't. You're not.
Yo, so Biden
He ain't doing nothing but
but
playing the Republican hand, dog.
no, but I'm
That's
saying,
it.
y'all know Biden.
I mean the demo hand. I'm sorry.
But Biden was he used to be in the South, like, and he used to work with a lot of racist motherfuckers and shit. And he used to do a lot of racist shit in the South and shit. Like this nigga is not a squeaky clean nigga.
Yeah,
he just and you know he's the only reason they was. I was watching this shit on CNN. They was saying like Biden was the only reason Obama won the South and shit because like Biden.
Oh no, yeah, because like Biden is pretty much he can get you those fickle like conservative voters because he had his like conservative stance, like this democratic conservative stance and shit. So of course, yeah, you don't need him to get these racist ass white people, but putting him in place, like I don't really think the president really runs anything. It's just like his cabinet, his crew, his entourage pretty much runs everything.
Yeah, they still have power to do certain shit.
Yeah, but like Trump ain't really do no wild shit once you really think about it, or he maybe have. I haven't really been like paying attention to it no more. I just said fuck it, regardless.
Yeah.
But I'm just going with the Biden cabinet, like I've been saying. I'm going with who he's gonna put in place.
All right, but yeah, whoever you vote for, bro, just make sure your ugly ass get out there and vote, bro.
Yeah, if you don't vote Biden, you ain't black, fam.
I'm voting for Trump, bro. I'm gonna keep that shit a beam with you, my nigga. I'm like, hey, bro, hey, Trump. I'm like, hey, what color should I get? Should I get a
fam? When you just like this nigga, yo, you just posting mad shit about Trump, how much you hated this nigga Trump. This Biden nigga said one wrong thing, and now you're not fucking with him.
Nah, I'm not.
Sure.
Nah, but I'm saying, I'm gonna keep it real. I'm not voting for Trump or Biden yet. I'm gonna let their policy determine what. Like, cause first before this shit, I was gonna blindly vote for Biden and shit. I ain't had nothing else. I was like, fuck this shit, bro. We gotta get Trump the fuck out of there and shit. But now it's like, cause I'm thinking like, how would the fucking country be with Biden as the president and shit? Like, what the fuck he gonna do that's different and shit? You know what I mean? What is he gonna do that's affect what's going on right now and shit?
I mean, you pretty much gonna put everything back in. Well,
how we know?
The only.
How do you know that?
I guess my whole.
What are you talking about? Like Trump got in office and changed everything Obama did.
So I'm saying, how do you know what Biden's gonna change though? Has he said that?
I don't necessarily know.
Like you just go off what the Democrats does in the past and what regular Democrats do all the time. They just put back in place what the previous Democrat person had put in place and just put their name on it.
I'm gonna say
what we will know is that the Senate go fuck his ass up if he get in. Though.
Oh no, his Senate's not gonna let him pass. Shit.
They go fuck him up if he get in.
Unless
for sure.
But when he in the Senate, well, I still understand the Senate game. Like I understand kind of with the House of Representatives. I understand that game more than the Senate. The Senate's kind of like complicated.
Yeah,
because like it seems like Republicans run the Senate for like mad long.
All I know is I say I'm still not. I mean, I'm either for Biden. Or I'm not. I'm not finna pledge my allegiance to a nigga. I don't know what the fuck he got planned. I'm gonna tell you like that. I'm gonna just do my research, figure out who got what going on, and what aligns with what the fuck.
You gonna be like, I'm gonna give an extra $300 to all niggas is gays. I bet you be on board.
Hey, it might be.
You like, hell yeah.
And I'm gonna have fucking turban on my. I'm gonna tie my shirt up on my head and be like, he said that, didn't he?
No, you gonna use the extra money to get boob implants for your gay ass.
Hell no. And now you gonna use that extra money and buy him a dildo, and she's like, damn, this motherfucker thick, ain't it?
I already got one.
That shit wild as hell. But no, speaking of
way to lean into that joke.
yeah.